Hello students, welcome to the class of science. Today we are going to start chapter 18 wastewater story. Students, let us see all the important topics related from this chapter. For that I prepare notes. So dear students, first let us know what is wastewater. That water which gets contaminated after various works like washing, bathing, mopping, etc. is called wastewater. What is the meaning of wastewater treatment? It is a process of cleaning of water by removing pollutants before it enters a water body or is reused. Pollutants means the things which pollute the water are called pollutants. Okay. So students, what is wastewater? The water that has been used and is not fit for uses again is called wastewater. It is dirty water that is coming from laundry, toilets, sinks and drains, etc. Okay. Now let us see next important topic, water our lifeline. Students, you know that clean water is a basic need of human beings. So it is the mind map of the many uses of clean water. Means water is used for drinking, cooking, washing, bathing, etc. Okay students, and water plays important role inside the living organism. Means there is no life without water. Now let us see the next topic, that is sewage. What is sewage? Wastewater from houses, offices, industries, hospitals and other sources is called sewage. Rainwater that flows into the drains during heavy rainfall is also sewage because it contains pollutants, that is washes off from the roads. Any liquid waste can be called sewage. Sewage water contains impurities mixed into it as well as some suspended pollutants. Okay. So these impurities present in the sewage are called contaminants as they contaminate the water. So this type of impurities is present in this dirty water, that is organic impurities, inorganic impurities, nutrients, bacteria and other microbes. Okay. Organic impurities means human feces, okay, animal waste, oil, urea, pesticides, herbicides, fruits and vegetable waste are the part of organic impurities. Okay. Inorganic impurities means nitrate, phosphate and metals. These are the inorganic impurities. And nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen may be present in the wastewater. Bacteria may be present which causes cholera and typhoid, and other microorganism also present in the wastewater, and this microorganism can cause dysentery. Okay students, so these are the impurities may be present in the wastewater, that is organic impurities, inorganic impurities, nutrients, bacteria and other microbes. Okay. Now let us see the next topic, that is water freshen up an eventful journey. What is sewers? Large and small pipes that are installed in buildings to carry sewage water are called sewers. Okay. What is sewerage? A network or transport system consisting of sewers is called sewerage, and it carries sewage water from the point where it is produced to the point where it is disposed. Okay students, and it consists of manholes that are located at every 50 to 60 meter. Now the manholes are installed at a point where two or more sewers intersect or change their directions. Every locality has a system that allows removal of waste from the houses and industries. Now let us see the next important topic, wastewater treatment plant. Students, you know that wastewater contains biological, physical and chemical impurities. So it should be removed from the wastewater. And how it is removed in the wastewater treatment plant, let us understand from this topic. So wastewater includes biological, physical, chemical matter and hence involves biological, physical and chemical processes of removal of the contaminants. The physical and biological process of treatment of water. First step is separation of large objects from the sewage water. The wastewater is first passed through bar screen which removes big objects from the wastewater like plastic bottles, napkins, rags, cans and sticks. You can see in the figure it is the bar screen, and bar screen separate the larger object from the wastewater. Okay students, now water goes to a grit and sand removal tank. So the wastewater is then sent to a grit and sand removal tank. The speed of the water is decreased at this step. This allows the sand, dirt and pebbles to settle down. Now third step is removal of solid. Students, now the water cycle in a tank is called clarifier, which is sloped in the center. This lets the solid like pieces to settle at the bottom, and this is called sludge. Okay, the sludge is then separated from the water with the help of scraper. Substance like oil and grease are removed with the help of skimmer as they float above the water. In this step, clarified water is obtained. Now, the sludge so obtained is passed into a tank where anaerobic bacteria can decompose it and produces biogas. Then biogas is used as a fuel. Students, it is the sand and grit removal tank. Now, suspended sludge removal. The clarified water also need to be cleaned further. Hence, it is moved to a aerator that pumps air into it, and this allows aerobic bacteria to grow in this water. Then the aerobic bacteria consume organic waste, soaps, food waste and other elements that remains in the clarified water. This water is allowed to settle for several hours, and then these waste materials settle down in the tank. This is called activated sludge. The water is removed from the top of this sludge with the help of machine and sand drying beds. Okay, and the sludge is then dried and can be used as a manure. Okay, students, this treated water contains fewer amounts of impurities and suspended matter. This water is safe to dump into the water bodies or under the ground. Hence, it is then discharged into sea, river or underground. Nature further cleans it up. But sometimes it may be necessary to disinfect water with chemicals like chlorine and ozone. Okay, because some harmful chemicals can be present in the water after treating them physically and biologically. Okay, students. So these are the various steps by which wastewater is treated in the wastewater treatment plant. Okay. Now let us see the next important topic, that is better housekeeping practices. Cooking oil and fats should not be thrown down the drain because they can harden and block the pipes. Paints, solvents, insecticides, motor oil, medicines may kill microbes that help in purification of water. Food solid remains, soft toys, sanitary towels, etc. should thrown in dustbin. Otherwise, these waste chok the drains. Also, they do not allow free flow of oxygen. Now, next topic is sanitation. Students, poor sanitation and contaminated drinking water is the cause of large number of disease. Okay. So, large number of people defecates in the open like dry riverbeds, on railway tracks and many times directly in the water. Because of this, both water and soil gets polluted. Sanitation in public. Large amount of waste is generated in railway stations, bus stops and airports, and it must be disposed, otherwise epidemics could break out. And we should throw litter in the dustbin. So dear students, we all have a role to play in keeping our environment clean and healthy. Okay, now your chapter completed. Thank you.